foundation, the Enlisted Kidney Foundation. So we want to just hear a little bit from Dan. We hope to do a patient spotlight every year, so Dan is going to kick us off. And then after that, we will bring up our extra special guest, David Rush. But before that, we're going to hear from Dan Holmes. So give it up for Dan.
Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Woo! So many faces out here that I recognize, so many new faces as well. I appreciate everybody coming out here to the PIGJIG. We've been coming out here for 5 years now. This is an amazing, amazing, amazing organization that puts this stuff on for kidney disease. And I couldn't thank you guys more for the platform. So I'm going to read this so I don't mess anything up or miss anything, okay? So bear with me here. It's an honor to be here at the PIGJIG, surrounded by kidney warriors, caregivers, families, and advocates who show up not just for the music, but for the mission. A huge thank you to the Hope Will Foundation for orchestrating this amazing event every year. Again, this is our 5th year here, and every time it gets better and better. Will has an amazing story that he's turned into his fight into purpose, and we're thankful to be part of this. This event provides an opportunity for us to stand together as a community and raise awareness in the kidney space. It's because of events like this and patients like y'all that show up to events like this that makes real change. I'll tell you a little bit about my story. I'm a U.S. Navy Special Operations Operator, veteran, and, well, thank you. And I'm a kidney survivor and a kidney warrior and a kidney advocate. During my time in the Navy, I was on a Navy ship. I was in a rescue operation where sailors were trapped during a fire. I was submerged in a toxin called AFFF, aqueous film-forming foam. It's a popular chemical to use for firefighting. I didn't know it then, but that moment would set the stage for the fight of my life. In 2020, at the height of COVID, I was diagnosed with membranous nephropathy. No one was allowed in the hospital. My wife, Stacy, was sitting in the parking lot while I was being diagnosed. Although you don't always feel alone, sometimes you just have to be alone with this disease. In the months that followed, I suffered 8 pulmonary embolisms because it wasn't common practice at the time for people who were spilling proteinuria to be issued anticoagulation treatment. They didn't know. The hospital said, we just didn't know. So I developed blood clots. And it's a very common thing with patients who have membranous nephropathy specifically. I learned that the hard way. Then it came to 2 strokes that forced me to relearn how to walk and talk again. What kept me going was the support that I was able to find and surround myself with. I found organizations like NephCure that took me on, helped me, put me in front of the right people at the right time for me. At the time of my diagnosis, my son was just entering high school. I had coached him in football since he was 5 years old. He'll be 19 next month. I made this promise to myself. I would live long enough to see him walk across that graduation stage. We proudly watched him cross that stage this June. He's my media guy. He's usually with me. If you guys know us from DC, he's usually there. He's the cute guy in the suit. He wanted to be here today, but couldn't get off work. Through all that, my wife, Stacy, and my son, and I made a decision. If we're going to fight this disease, we wouldn't do it alone, and neither would anyone else. It's our turn to give back all the support we received from patients, doctors, pharmaceutical companies alike. We noticed there was a need for veterans in the CKD community. So we are that organization that bridges that gap. We work closely with healthcare professionals and other kidney organizations so that no veteran feels left behind. So together we founded the Enlisted Kidney Foundation. We're a 501c3 nonprofit. We're a mentoring organization. We take patients on and we walk the journey with them. We connect them with resources. The ability for me to stand up on this stage and grab resources, like some of the people that are in this room, I want to put patients in front of you. I want to walk this walk with them. I want to put them in front of you at the right time for them. That's what the Enlisted Kidney Foundation is doing today. Today, Enlisted Kidney Foundation, #EKF, gives patients and veterans a voice. We proudly serve as the voice of the patient. In Dr. Larry Beck's latest groundbreaking publication named The Voice of the Patient, which he calls the Constitution of Membranous Nephropathy. Why is that important? What that does and what that Constitution stands for is that moving forward, any research, any science, any drugs, any decisions that medical professionals make with these diseases, the patient's voice has to come first. And that's forever. And I love that. And organizations like NephCure helped me become that. We helped get FSGS Day proclamated in 10 states throughout our country. We fight in Congress. We fight with representatives. We talk to the representatives. We bring your voice to them. We show up in D.C. Past 5 years, we've been in D.C. advocating for this year, House Resolution 1518. Other House resolutions like the End Kidney Deaths Act 2687. We got to be able to spit these things off at the mouth as patients because it matters. If you'd like to be part of our mission, you can join our Filter Life family. Let me tell you a little bit about Filter Life real quick. Everybody out here filters their life in some way. We filter what we pay attention to. We filter what we listen to. Our kidneys filter our blood. Our lungs filter the air, okay? When we live the filter life, when we have to travel because we're on dialysis and we got to bring all of our stuff with us and we got to bring all of our medications, that's us living the filter life. That's just all it is. It's like the salt life. When them guys go out there and they get their surfboard and their wetsuits and their booties, right? That's the salt life. We live the filter life. We bring our medications. You know, we bring extra just in case. I know I do. Just in case. I might get some cramps. I got to bring some of this. You know what I mean? These things happen. That's the filter life. We have the conversation about kidney disease with people. We go out and we stop people on the street and we ask them, you ever know anybody that's been affected by kidney disease? Do you know a veteran that's been maybe exposed to a toxic chemical? Because if you do, I'd like to talk to them. I want to connect them. We're doing groundbreaking research right now, working with organizations like the VA and the DAV nationwide to uncover potential toxic chemical exposures in relation to these protein-spilling kidney diseases. And we have the backing of people like Dr. Beck, who's going to help us get there and say the right things at the right time. Because we're building resources. All right. Now, what everybody's been waiting for. My guy. This is with my great honor and pleasure to introduce you to a very well-known kidney patient and advocate who's used his record-breaking platform to raise awareness about kidney disease and organ donation. He's partnered with many kidney organizations. He has a very inspiring story he's about to share with you. It showcases his grit and his fight and how his music platform has been leveraged for his advocacy, using his art to express his own kidney disease journey. And one of my favorite songs, Feel So Good song. Yo, y'all got to give it up for Mr. David Rush, man. Appreciate y'all time, man. I love you, bro. I love you, bro. I'm a huge fan.
Hey, give it up for Dan, please. That was amazing. Before we get to that, he sat here and talked for 30 minutes, and I did not tell him he was going to introduce me. All right, you got me.